What's up, guys? I'm Bob Tompkins with Real Broker and living in South Carolina, and welcome back to the channel. On today's episode of Living in South Carolina, we are going to be talking about the 3 best state parks in the upstate of South Carolina. If you are an outdoorsman, outdoorswoman, or a nature enthusiast, then you are going to want to know about these 3 state parks. Let's go ahead and jump in. South Carolina is absolutely known for how scenic it can be, from our mountain ranges down to our coastal lands. We have beautiful lakes as well as the Midlands. And when you have such good scenic areas, you are bound to have some great state parks. And the upstate of South Carolina, in my opinion, has the best of the best in the state. So while these are my top 3 state parks in the upstate of South Carolina, they are in no particular order because they are just all fantastic. So coming in first on my list is Caesars Head and Jones Gap State Parks. Now, these 2 state parks I have clumped together as one because they form the Mountain Bridge Wilderness area in South Carolina. The 2 state parks come right up against one another, forming 13,000 acres of preserved land in the upstate of South Carolina. And this park has some really special, unique things about it. Jones Gap and Caesars Head were brought together as state parks in between the late 1970s and the 1980s as different preservationists donated the land to the state. The largest of those donors being Irvin Dargan and Tommy Wyke. Between those 2, they donated the largest sum of land to the Mountain Bridge Wilderness area and have given us such beautiful state parks. Now, probably at the top of the list of what makes Jones Gap and Caesars Head so special is the Raven Cliff Falls Trail, which leads to the largest waterfall in South Carolina. And when I say largest, I should specify that it is the tallest waterfall. There are also several hiking trails that you can explore all of this land in Jones Gap and Caesars Head, as well as the Caesars Head Overlook, which is almost famous for the type of pictures that you can take up there. It's absolutely gorgeous as you're able to look out over the Jones Gap Trail. Second on my list of state parks in the upstate of South Carolina that you need to check out is Paris Mountain State Park. Paris Mountain is a much smaller state park nestled just above Greenville, South Carolina, kind of in between Greenville and Travelers Rest. Paris Mountain has a lot of little small lakes throughout the park, which are great for swimming or renting a paddle boat to just hang around with your family. Very family-friendly state park. But quite possibly the thing that people love the most about Paris State Park is its appeal to mountain bikers. If you go out to Paris Mountain on any given day, you will see mountain bikers tearing up the trails of Paris Mountain State Park. One of the best state parks in the state to be able to take out your mountain bike and go enjoy nature while also getting in some much needed exercise. A little history on Paris Mountain State Park. Paris Mountain is actually one of the 16 state parks that was built by the Civilian Conservation Corps. And the land of Paris Mountain State Park was acquired by the state from the city of Greenville, giving us this natural, beautiful landscape that we are able to enjoy here in the upstate of South Carolina. Last but certainly not least on my list of the top state parks in the upstate of South Carolina is Table Rock State Park. Personally, this is my favorite state park in the upstate because of the magnificent views that you get from Table Rock. Hiking Table Rock is not exactly the most leisurely thing to do, as it does have some pretty steep inclines to get to the top of Table Rock. However, the views are unmatched in the state. Table Rock State Park is positioned in the state just north of Lake Jocassee, off of the scenic highway in South Carolina. There are 2 state parks at Table Rock State Park. You have the 36-acre Pinnacle Lake, as well as the 67-acre Lake Olenoi. This gives adventurers plenty of places to go and kayak, canoe, fish, swim, all the things that you could love to do on a different body of water. In addition to this, Table Rock State Park is a great place to camp, as the park has 94 designated spots for RVs or tents on their state park grounds. There are also 14 cabins on the grounds that are available to rent, 9 of which were actually built by that civilian conservation corps that I mentioned about Paris Mountain, as Table Rock is also one of 16 state parks built by the CCC. I hope you've enjoyed this video of the best parks in the upstate of South Carolina, and be sure to check out this other video of other things to do in the upstate of South Carolina. And if you're thinking about moving here or living in South Carolina, then don't be afraid to give me a call, and we'll see you on the next episode of Living in South Carolina.